know these laws. So this is a part of metaphysical study. This is a part of just, even just general knowledge. Greetings and peace to you all. This is Umi. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed. You booked a session, you've made donations. I really appreciate the support. And I also appreciate those of you who have joined me on Patreon for monthly articles, readings, and whatever content that you are requesting on that platform. So again, thank you. So this particular video, I wanted to build with you all on the importance of acknowledging the law, knowing that there is a cosmic law, there's a natural law, there's man-made law. And just like in our physical reality, when you're not aware of certain laws, you can get into legal trouble. So on a cosmic level, on a level of nature, when you're not aware of certain laws, you can put yourself in a very uncomfortable predicament. What we sow is what we reap. And what many people fail to remember when they're sowing is that you have no control of what is going to come up. You have no control over what is the effect of these things. You've already sent it out. You can't reel it back in. So this is very important when it comes to the cosmic law. Some of you maybe have looked at the book, The Kybalion, and explored. I think this is maybe intermediate in terms of metaphysical study. Hermetic philosophy, you maybe studied the laws of causation, the laws of reciprocity, the laws of cause and effect, the laws of the mental plane. And when you explore these things, it really opens your mind and expands your perception to just how much we are in control and responsible for what happens to us. Whereas in, let's say, organized religion, we can very conveniently point to the devil, point to, the enemy, point to this person, point to that circumstance as being the reason we're victimized in life by one thing or another. So when you're taking responsibility on a spiritual level, you're acknowledging just how much your speech and what you send out is, in essence, the reason why you're having certain experiences. Your thoughts, your vibration, your rhythm, what you're sending out, we're constantly emitting and projecting and speaking and doing and sending out energy constantly, all day, every day. So we're not keeping track of these things. So when life starts to come back, when what you've been putting out starts to come back, all of a sudden you're confused, you're losing direction, you need clarity, life is so hard, this is happening, that is happening. This is all in a part of the cause and effect. The same way the law of gravity is a real law. I have to use this example often because we all can agree gravity is a real thing. If you were walking along a cliff and you wanted a better aerial view of the landscape and you decided to just leap off the cliff, the law of gravity will meet you at the bottom in death. So you recognize that this is not a law to play around with. Similarly, there are cosmic and natural laws you don't want to play around with, but you have to come to learn and know these laws. So this is a part of metaphysical study. This is a part of just, even just general knowledge that unfortunately, school or religious institutions are not educating the public on. And people are finding reasons to, again, be victimized by external circumstances, not doing the work on the inner man, developing their character, taking responsibility for their word and their deed, recognizing their thought, their vibration, because it takes a considerable amount of effort, intention, energy, awareness, consciousness, that people can become quite drained just in that process because it's relatively new. If you've been conditioned and living and thinking and behaving a certain way, certain patterns and habits have been in place so long that when it's time to get focused, to be sober-minded, to think, to apply the knowledge in your life, you find yourself tiring out. I can't do this. Like the person who's on a weight loss program and they're just like, what, I just want a slice of pizza. I'm good. I've lost a couple pounds. Like I'm okay with that. The desire for the dessert or the pizza or the leisure outweighs the desire to maintain wellness and health and physical fitness. And that's okay. That's a personal choice. Just know that law of cause and effect will keep bringing you back to the same cycle of weight loss, weight gain, weight loss, weight gain. I love myself. I'm depressed. And then we were wondering why. We're going through these psychological analysis about what happened in childhood and this is contributing and I eat when I'm sad. All that may be true and valid. But if you simply change what you're putting out, what you're sowing, what you reap will be 10 times greater than anything you imagined. But getting to that place, trusting that process, having faith that even though things may be still coming towards you, in this now moment, you have control over what you're sending out. So whether what you're sending out comes in the form of a loving comment to somebody, a compliment to somebody, supporting your communities, doing something generous, compassionate, gentle, loving, when you send that energy out, the law ensures that what will come back to you is of similar, if not equal, vibration, energy. So we want to be in anticipation of that, hopeful of that, in faith regarding that. But we have to be doing the work. We have to be walking that path. We have to be walking our talk. So focus your attention and intention on what it is you're doing every day to the best of your ability. We all malfunction at times. We all get sucked into reaction instead of response. It's okay. You're not here to condemn yourself. We're doing work on the soul. We're doing work on the character, work on the personality, work on our archetypes that we've formed. We're really putting together a whole alchemical process on a daily basis as we interact with this realm, the Maya. So yeah, good stuff. A very powerful time on the planet where the energies can somewhat magnify our thoughts, actions, words, deeds. So it's very important that you're aware of this and you're doing all that you can. This is why I speak about nature and these things. I don't care where you live at, what the outside environment looks like, whether things are looking bad, whether your household situation is tumultuous. I've been there. I've been in those spaces. I've been in those heavy and dense environments. And in those moments, knowing what I know about the law, I would speak over my life what it is that I was desiring. And it has manifested. Did it manifest the next day? Not really. But what happened was I was gradually seeing a shift and change in my paradigm, a shift in how it was that I was perceiving myself, a shift in what I was welcoming in my environment. So you can be in a bad place. You can be in the lowest place, the darkest place. But in that moment, you have absolute control over what you plant for the hours, weeks, months, days, years to come. It's within your power. So if you need to pray, fast, meditate, do whatever you need to do to get your frequency in alignment so you're not just spewing empty words. We want to make sure that what we're sending out is genuine. It's heartfelt. If you're brought to tears in your moment of speaking over your life or prayer, so be it. So we're not here to perform and, again, be entertained by this knowledge. This is a work that requires application, seriousness, time spent alone and in isolation, time spent reflecting and seeing how these things are really truly applying in your life. If you're not doing that, if you go from one video to the next video to the next video to watching comedy to falling asleep on the couch to getting up, going to work and just carrying out life as normal, but you're tuning into information that you're not applying, need I say more? So let's bring ourselves into alignment, pay attention to the hour on this planet and what's happening. And in order for us to elevate to higher fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional expressions of the soul, expressions of self, we first have to clear the path. And if your actions and deeds and these things are not in alignment and there's just tree stumps and fallen debris and all types of stuff in your path, it's no wonder some of you have stopped. It's no wonder some of you are just standing still waiting for a way to get through. You have to remove all of the distractions and all of the debris in your life and making sure you're applying what it is you know. Applied knowledge is power. Knowledge on its own it's not power. It's just something you're holding on to. Maybe that for you feels like the power. You're holding on to the knowledge, but until you apply it and your life starts to reflect that what you know, then I wouldn't even tell people you know certain things. Don't even share it. Only share it if your life and your actions are coming into alignment with what you're speaking, what you're teaching, what you know. I digress. So I wanted to share that with you all in love. I thank you again for tuning in and supporting this channel. If you are interested in a one-on-one session with me, that information is in the description. If you're interested in monthly articles, readings, and content of your choice, join me on Patreon. Again, that information is in the description. So until next time, peace.